Sometimes the outside world is quiet, but inside your head everything is screaming. Fear screams, guilt screams, that voice that tells you you're not going to make it, that no one cares, that it doesn't make sense to keep going. And no matter how hard you try to ignore it, it comes back, louder, sharper, crueler. It feels like you're locked inside yourself, like every thought is a distorted echo, spinning endlessly, pushing you against the walls of your own mind. You just want peace. That's all. 1 minute of silence, 1 moment of relief. But all you find is noise, pressure, chaos. If that's how you feel right now, I want you to know, you're not crazy, you're not alone. And that screaming in your mind, it's not stronger than you. I know it may feel impossible to hear anything good when pain is so loud, but that's exactly why I'm here. Not to offer advice, not to ask for anything from you. I'm here to be a different voice in the middle of the storm. A voice that doesn't judge, that doesn't demand, that simply says, I see you. While depression screams lies, let me remind you of one quiet truth. You're still here, and that says more about your strength than any words can. So first, breathe. Just that. Breathe. You made it this far. That matters. That's enough. That's a beginning. Depression speaks like it's you. It uses your voice, your fears, your past. It whispers that you're not enough, that you ruin everything, that your existence is a quiet mistake. And because it comes from inside, you believe it. Because it feels true. Because it sounds familiar. But it's not. The voice of depression is a liar. It twists everything about who you are, what you've lived, what you feel. It takes your worst moments and turns them into proof that you're a failure. It takes your silence and calls it weakness. It takes your pain and tells you it's your fault. But you are not that voice. You are someone who is hurt, and pain speaks loudly. It confuses the mind, weighs down the body, and sometimes feels bigger than everything. But even so, it's not. The truth about who you are more than what you think on your worst days, more than the sadness that holds you down, more than the emptiness that keeps returning. If you could see yourself through the eyes of someone who loves you, you'd see that there's strength inside you. There's light, even in the dark. There's worth, even when everything feels broken. So when that voice tries to take over, breathe. And remember, it speaks loudly, but it doesn't speak the truth. Depression tries to convince you that something is wrong with who you are, that you're broken, damaged beyond repair. But that's a lie, one that hurts even more than the sadness itself, because it doesn't just cause pain. It isolates, shames, and silences you. But you are not broken. You are hurt. And there's a huge difference between the two. Someone who is hurt can still heal. Wounds bleed, they ache, they get inflamed. But they also close. They also recover. And that takes time, care, and patience. No one rushes a fracture. No one expects a broken bone to function like nothing happened. So why do we demand that kind of recovery from a wounded soul? Your pain is valid. What you feel is real. And the fact that it hurts doesn't mean you failed. It means you're human. It means you feel. It means you're alive. You are not broken. You are someone who has endured more than you should have, who's carried the weight of the world for far too long, and who now needs rest. And that's okay. It doesn't make you less. If anything, it proves how strong you've been for so long. Breathe. Just that for now. Inhale slowly, hold it for a moment, and let it go. I'm not going to rush you. I'm not going to ask you to get up right now, or pretend to be strong. I just want you to stay, right here, with me, in this moment. Maybe everything feels heavy. Maybe you thought about giving up today. Maybe your eyes are swollen and your soul is tired, and that's okay. You don't have to hide it now. You can let it fall. You can breathe however you need to. You can simply exist. You don't have to prove anything right now. You don't have to solve anything. You just need to stay. While your mind screams, let my voice come in as a whisper, as a hand reaching out quietly, as a blanket on a cold day. I'm here. Breathe again, slowly. It doesn't matter if the tears are falling. It doesn't matter if your chest is tight. This too will pass. Not quickly, not easily, but it will. And until then, I'll stay here with you. You've held too much alone. Carried pain no one saw. Pretended to be okay for far too long. So now, here, you can simply be. No mask, no pressure, just you as you are. And me here, seeing you with respect. If depression is screaming inside your head, let this voice speak more softly, but with more truth. You're still here, and that's all that matters right now. Breathe. One more time. And stay. Maybe today feels hard. Maybe everything seems gray, hopeless, empty. But if you look back just a little, you'll notice something important. You've been through other days like this. Days you thought you wouldn't survive. And yet, you stayed. You've survived thoughts that felt unbearable. Long, sleepless nights. Mornings that started with tears. You've carried pain no one saw. You cried in silence, smiled on the outside, and somehow you kept going. Maybe you don't even realize it, but there's a quiet strength inside you. A strength that doesn't make noise, that doesn't show off, but is always there when you choose to stay. Even when you don't know why. Even when you've lost hope. Even when you're just going through the motions. That strength doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be constant. It just has to exist. And it does, in you. The fact that you're here right now, listening to these words, says a lot. It says that despite everything, some part of you still believes, or at least still resists, and that is more than enough. You've faced impossible days before, and you made it through them. That's not weakness. That's courage. That's life in its rawest, most honest form, and you're living it, one day at a time. Depression has a cruel habit of making you feel like a burden. It convinces you that your pain bothers others, that your presence is too heavy, that you're getting in the way just by existing. So you go quiet, you hide, you isolate yourself, not because you want to, but because you think you're protecting others from you. But that's not the truth. You are not a burden. You matter. There is real impact in your existence, even when you're quiet, even when you think you have nothing to give, even when you feel like you're failing in every way. Your existence holds value. You may not see yet. There are people who feel safer just because you're around. People who remember your smile, even if it's been hiding lately. Good memories that live in someone's heart because of you, even if you don't realize it. You are more than your hardest days, more than the guilt you carry, more than the belief that you need to get better to be worthy of love. You are already worthy right now, just as you are. If your mind is telling you that you don't matter, that you're in the way, remember this. Your presence makes a difference, and the world is not the same without you in it. Some days, all you can do is keep breathing, and on those days, that is already a lot. The world tends to demand productivity, smiles, quick responses, constant strength. But those who live with depression know that sometimes just existing takes more energy than anyone could possibly understand. If today all you did was get out of bed, or even if you didn't, but you're still here, that's an achievement. If you didn't reply to anyone, didn't meet goals, didn't smile, but survived the silence inside yourself, that is resilience. You don't need to do big things to prove you're strong. Your strength lies exactly in continuing when every part of you wants to stop. Don't blame yourself for not being productive. Don't pressure yourself to feel better. You're doing the best you can with what you have, and that deserves respect. Sometimes surviving is the most we can do in a day, and that's okay. That is bravery. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to compare. Your pace is your own, your pain is real, and your effort, even if invisible, matters. If all you can do today is survive, then do that. And know, that's already more than enough. Even if it feels like it, even if the pain tells you otherwise, you are not alone. You never were. There are others who know this darkness, who understand what you're feeling, who have also thought about giving up, and who are still here. just like you. Depression lies when it says no one cares. But right now, in this exact moment, someone is here speaking to you. Someone who believes in your existence. Someone who sees worth in you, even when you can't. You don't have to. Go through all of this in silence. You can ask for help. You can speak. You can simply keep listening. Just don't close yourself off from hope, because it exists, and you deserve to find it. If depression is screaming in your mind, let this voice stay with you, quietly, always reminding you, you matter, you are needed, you are loved, and you were never truly alone. If this message spoke to you, subscribe to the channel. Here, you'll find a space where pain is met with respect, and no struggle is ever too small to be heard. Leave a comment, even if all you can write is, "I'm here." You are not alone. Turn on notifications to keep receiving words that care for your mind and your heart. One step at a time, we're walking this together.